Hey, it's a Pink Commit. I'm back with another Palia tour. I'm here with CaffGrems. How you doing today, Caff?
I'm
I I love this. I love this. You know, when we first were introduced with the Grand Harvest House, I didn't realize how grand it actually was until I started walking through many of them. But I love how classy you have your layout. So yeah, you're my tour guide. Where we're going?
okay. Whoops, that has to go away. Please come on into the manor.
Ooh. Oh, I like
So
how you did your
this
pathing. That is super cool.
it took me hours. I went a little crazy with the pathing. Um, so we're going this way because this is towards the campsite.
Okay.
But we will be coming back through this way to enter the main house.
That sounds good.
So so this is I really liked all of the pathing.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
tried to use so much variance
Oh,
to it
that's
all.
cool. That's really cool. Yeah. I like how people have been using them as stepping stones. And you got this nice little outdoor space. Light a fire, have some s'mores.
This is for my makeshift as I get them.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
you'll notice this as we continue, but there's like always room to grow in here.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I mean,
because I
if
am
if we
looking
learned
for
anything about Frogbert, there's always room to grow, right?
exactly, and that's Frogbert's home, and he really likes the makeshift collection in my heart.
Aw. Yeah. I mean, he's kind of amphibian, and I imagine he's pretty comfortable living next to makeshift stuff all the time, right? That's where the makeshift stuff comes from.
All of my pathing is all connected via the house, so like this all goes around to my next entrance.
Oh,
But
cool.
I wanted to start through the main, because I'm very proud of the way I have it all set up.
I
So
Yeah,
when
totally. I can totally see that. Ooh.
so when you get into this main area, it's very empty. Um, that is on design on purpose
Okay.
because I felt the rooms were more important.
I dig it.
So, well,
And
MTV, welcome to my crib.
yes, I really
Like,
appreciate that. When it comes to like a grand foyer, oftentimes there's like very minimal things in like the central area because I dig that. I dig that. You mind if I go upstairs? You got some
oh
cool things
yeah,
up there.
I think wait, before you do that, come back towards the door.
Okay.
Um, you always say you have to keep your camera low,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and put your camera high for this and look towards the way I'm looking.
I caught that thing that you got on the wall, and that's what I wanted to go check out. That is pretty cool stuff. That is pretty
Shout
cool
out to the
stuff.
building block.
I know. I know. The building blocks are just they are revolutionary in Palia. I've
Yeah,
seen I love your choice of wallpaper too.
I wanted to showcase all of the wallpapers that I really like slash don't really see, and then for my main space, they're all neutral toned.
Nice.
Uh, so yeah,
I love this. I really do. It's very very clean, very cozy. Like it's nice and put together.
yeah. The matching ends is kind of a thing for me in this one. I
Yeah.
could I yeah. So 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 depending on which wing you go down, front or side is I'll let you make that choice because they're fun they're fun things on the
All right.
wings.
All right. We'll go this way first.
Okay,
I like the
so here's
blue.
it's for my office.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know me, I love a good office.
I know. If I recall correctly, you had a banging kitchen too.
If you go back and the room on the utmost end there is purple, the purple colorway, but it's also one of the guest bedrooms.
Ooh.
Um,
Oh, hey. That's cool.
I went a little crazy
I'm
with
interested
the
to know like you got kind of a block and you have the a dynamic wallpaper behind it. What's the story with that? That's really interesting.
okay. Actually, what ended up happening is I was trying to find a third toilet and I could not find the right kind. And I said, oh, well, if I can't find it, that room is not functional, so it's not going to exist.
It doesn't exist. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah,
It's cool though. I
yeah,
mean,
just
cuz like you could do something with that. I mean, based off of like how the dynamic wallpaper works, you could create I'm not saying what to do. I'm just like when I was
right.
panning my camera around and just kind of looking through the cracks, you just see that dynamic like the forest and stuff behind it, and I think you could use that in a creative way until you get the stuff that you want to get for that room, that space. But I
That is
love
so,
what's up.
you know,
It's
no,
interesting,
that's so
right?
true. Yeah, I do have plans for that. I just need Zeki to get his stuff together and for me to have coin
Get your stuff
at the
together,
same
Zeki.
time.
My goodness.
Let's go out this way.
All right, sounds good.
So, as you notice, I have a really weird shaped courtyard by design. Um, this is one of my workshops.
Ooh,
I say one of because I decided I had to have two.
ain't nothing wrong.
This is
Wow.
my crafting workshop.
I love this. This is probably one of the most vibrant workshops that we've seen because I like the use of your lighting here and the colors that you chose for like the floor and the wallpaper. Like I
I'm
loved,
obsessed with this style.
yeah.
And these are my trophies that I have. I didn't understand how trophies worked in the first place, so I did throw away the ones we got for like unlocking all of your plots except for the gold. I've
Oh,
clearly learned.
is it
So
possible to? I wonder if you can get them back if you can, you know, plea with
I have
Singularity
no
6.
I have no idea, but I'm down with it either way. Excuse
Yeah.
me. If you come out this way,
All right.
you get my little garden. Um, I am a Stardew Valley player first and foremost. So I created a little flower garden just to make sure I have everything.
This is very adorable, especially like
And
how you separated them with the planks. That's really creative.
and
Is
this
that a
is my
Stardew
tree.
Valley thing or is that a you thing?
This is a me thing. The thing that I was like Stardew Valley brain go burr is the tree farm that has been gutted.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But that is pretty creative though. Just kind of I can see a lot of people just kind of taking this and running with it, you know, those planks to kind of divide the space. Like you can divide spaces in different ways, but this to me seems practical. Like you would be walking along these planks that way you don't get your shoes all muddy.
Um, and this is my pride and joy that's we're gonna visit before we go to the other sides. This
Ooh.
is my community area.
Aw.
This side is a bar and restaurant area.
How
uh,
cute.
with some of the plushie gang, some of the council.
Some of the council. I love I love the plushies. They bring so much character to places.
And they're drinking. Hold on. Can I offer you a drink, sirs? I have
Snuck in there.
mocktails. I have
Mocktails.
yeah.
Look at all those
I
tails too.
um and then you can step over into this side. This part's empty. This is mostly just to keep everything balanced because if it wasn't, I was gonna go insane.
How
But
many of
up here
y'all
we
out
do
there right
have
now totally agree with that sentiment? Like, what are some things? I'm just gonna just do a little audience Q&A. What are some things that you have to do in Palia to prevent yourself from going insane? I want you to tell me that right now. But yeah, I'm sorry, Caff. Please continue.
no, I also want to know because I commit the amount of in-game stuff I had to do to make my brain happy is insane,
Oh
including
yeah.
this little outdoor kitchen.
I love it though. That's so
It is
cool. Your lighting is just
very
so perfect for the space. And
fair enough.
I totally dig the cabinet. Like I don't know what would you would put something that you obviously don't reach out too often for, but
Right.
hey,
If
I
if this was a real practical space that like I used IRL, I would put my grill and spices up there.
heck yeah, there you go. Grill and
Yeah.
spices.
Um so this is like a well, kind of like a square just so for ease of access. A lot of my stuff is based around ease of access for myself.
It's perfect. Yeah. You don't want to make it any harder on yourself. Like,
Exactly. Um and now on to the other side.
all right.
So over here is my boudoir.
Ooh.
Because I said I wanted to be fancy. You do have to come this way, though. It
Yeah,
is
that's
weird
all
like
good.
that.
Wow.
But
That is that's a really nice vanity. That's really cool how you combine those two things together.
I owe my life to the wooden building block wall. Owe
Yeah.
my life to that bad boy.
I've seen some I mean as you can imagine like people have been taking those and just creating whole new furniture, like doing things that just are just words unimaginable. And I love
That
how
is
you've taken those that concept, you know, to this level. It's a really creative thing. We're creating new furniture, right? That's just doesn't exist in the game. That's so creative.
exactly. I'd like to think the two long side ones do open for secret cabinets, but that's just a personal thing that
Yeah.
I would like to believe in.
What's the word I keep hearing so much? Headcanon. I hear that way so much.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of those. We don't need to get into those. That would be a whole video. Here's the other guest room. This one, I was
Ooh.
able to find the furniture I wanted slash get the materials for.
So you created some barn doors, right? That's kind of like a sliding thing. This is really nice.
Uh, yes, I was that's the concept for the bathroom because we don't have doors, singularity seats, and everyone says, "Oh, doors, oh, doors, oh, doors." I was like, "Well, now we can make them."
We can make them and we don't have to worry about them opening and shutting automatically. Like we can make our own doors and
Really? So here's my main garden area,
oh nice.
and then hmm and then my what is this called? My other workshop for my productions, for my money.
and very good use of lighting here too, because I noticed just, you have your lighting facing away from the wall. So you have like this nice little central area that is well lit, and you just kind of have the workstations off to the side. But again, just
I
your combination of wallpapers it's lovely.
I think that the wallpapers are so gorgeous and beautiful and cool, and I think that we should.
Did I lose you? You went muted.
Mayhaps.
There you are.
Ah, yes, it was being evil.
So, you think the wallpapers are
Okay.
gorgeous, and you
If you
think we
come
should
out this
what?
way, you can definitely see how I connected it to the camping thing, the
Oh yeah.
site.
Oh, I do see that.
And then again, room for expansion and pathing out that way for our next map. Knock
But
on wood.
I do have a question, because your mic cut off when you were talking about wallpapers. You said that the wallpapers were gorgeous and you wish that we could do something, but that part we missed.
Oh, I just wish people loved them more. I feel like a lot of the wallpapers that aren't the super glitzy, glamorous ones get a lot of hate.
That's a good point. That's a very fair point. I think that, the more work that we do to showcase these different applications of wallpapers gives people ideas on what to do with them. And I think that your plot serves as a model of different combinations that you can explore for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, where to next? I don't think we've seen
So
everything, have we?
no, we've not.
Okay,
No,
following
we
you.
have not. We have one last sort of thing. My beloved courtyard also ran me out of funds. TBH. Dropping the courtyard and grand one back to back was kind of cruel and unusual to me personally.
But I
So,
like personally like how you've decorated these your corners and everything, and you gave the gardener a nice good space. Ooh, and you've kind of extended off of the courtyard too, which is it in itself is a fun building. Like, especially, you have lots of options that you can do with it. You can keep it open, you can close it off, and your choice to keep it open is really cool. It just makes it feel nice and airy. Oh man, it's a a tough choice. Like, should I go to the blue area or should I go back to the other area? Where should I go?
um, the green's probably going to be your favorite considering my past speed tours. So let's go blue so we can save what I hope will be your favorite for last. So the blue to match my office is my bedroom.
Aw, you do
There
use
is a
the Paltech stuff very well. Just kind of gives it lots
I
of character.
I love the Paltech stuff so much. So much. Makes me go bonko.
Oh
Uh,
yes, this is so cool. This is really creative. Just the I love the dynamic wallpapers. All right, so if y'all are curious, like, what do I do with these? Here's my opinion, okay? Don't put them in big spaces. Put them in small spaces, just like you see right here. You get the most effect, in my opinion. You get more of the parallax effect, and just how you have your bed in this little nook here, like it's a little underwater space. I think that's so creative.
yep.
And I don't know about anybody else, but I like this blue and pink wallpaper, how people have used it. It's so fun. It's kind of challenging to use, but when people use it just in creative ways, because it's got a lot going on. again, use it in a small space, and then you add some things around it.
It
Very,
is one
very
of
well
my
done.
favorite accent walls.
Yeah.
Um, and then if you look behind the thing, there's an area to get changed for myself since this is like the master bedroom.
Yes. That's perfect. I
Hmm.
wish, maybe one day we'll be able to put something on the mannequin. I mean, one can dream, right?
That would be nice. Now, on to the part I've been kind of chomping at the bit to show.
Aw, nice. Ooh. Oh man, you really dressed this up so nice.
I went crazy, genuinely went a little nuts doing this.
This is very well done. This is very well done. Because, like, okay, it's so cool how you have just taken a lot of the elements from your past plots and you have elevated it with this space. I have always just, me personally, I've always appreciated like how you have decorated your cups and plates, like how you did your place setting, during speed tours, and then how you've used your fans too, but just how you've decorated everything in this small space. And I think that you are very talented in expressing your personality through Palia. Like I feel like from what little I've got to know of you, you totally are able to apply that through this little tiny cylinder that's just hanging out. Like this is the mood. Pleased.
Yeah, he is pleased. He's making tea.
Yeah.
Um,
I can only imagine how
he's
long this must have taken to stack all of these things too.
I tear up thinking about it. TBH, I tear up. It was the bowls and cups that were the killer part to get them right in. On the wall with the jade tiles is the window you so adore, my good friend. This one.
Oh yes. You recreated this, yeah?
Yep.
I love that. You definitely have always used the fans to kind of apply sort of a dance to your homes, and I think that's so cool.
I mean, I don't want everybody looking through my windows all the time,
Yeah, right.
I
They're automatic too. I'm sure they
my
open up, whenever you're in here.
oh
There's like
yeah.
privacy fans.
Oh yeah.
I just realized you have a
Um
whole bunch of those cutting boards in the cupboard too. That takes
so
patience.
so when the papers came out, I was like, I have to do something with all these cutting boards that I made. Oh dear.
So I'm gonna put them away. Just kind of brush them
Yep.
underneath the rug.
Do do do
This
do
is
do.
very, very well done. Very well done.
And then if you come out here, you can also see how I set up. The fencing back here is not done because I literally cannot afford the amount of fencing I need to do so.
But I can see where
Um,
you're going with it. The pattern of the lighting, the flowers, the
yep,
seating.
yep.
It is a labor of love for sure. But yeah, this
And then
is yeah.
yeah, and on the side I also have a fence pattern. Me and my fence patterns.
Yes. Yes, you do. Let's go check that out.
Um, so for your viewers, in case anybody wants to recreate this, the long is 10 and then 3, so it's 10, 3, all the way down.
Nice. It's a cool pattern for sure. Hopefully in the future we'll get some different fencing too. That way, we can have Like, it would be nice to have fencing that allows you to do a pattern like this without taking up, you know, assets and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, the fencing does make me go crazy.
There's one.
Right. This entire game is like a labor of love, but also I spend hours making everything in the perfect place for my brain to be happy and satisfied.
And I
We
bet there are a
are
lot of people
currently
right now that are just that are nodding their head at that statement for sure.
this is where the gazebo will go.
Sweet. Future
The-
plans. I feel like it's Q&A time.
Yes, would you like to go upstairs? That's
Sure.
where I've deemed the conversation pit or the interview room.
Q&A time. Let's get the deets, shall we? So, I like to spend like the
Yes.
first part of Q&A just to kind of go over all the stuff that I love, and I did that throughout the plot, but I'll just kind of reiterate here. Your use of wallpaper is probably one of the biggest things that stands out to me. You have showcased a lot of the different types of wallpaper combinations and everything, and I think that's so unique, especially when we get into just how grand your house is just walking into it. And you take a lot of time and patience to decorate, in my opinion, the parts that really matter, like your side wings. And then you have that green room and your own personal room. Every room just kind of has its own personality, your personality, but it's not just like you had, you know, just said this is the Emberborn room or this is the Dragontide room. Like every room you kind of put your own spin on it. And if I'm not mistaken, you play on a Switch, don't you?
I do. I will say about that is I personally realized that everyone had a different furniture type room, and they're all beautiful. Let me be clear here. I adore every
Absolutely.
single one I've seen, and I go, ooh, ah, or ooh, maybe I should do that. But I realized no one was really showcasing colors. So every room has a color weight assigned to it.
I love that. I love
I
that.
would really, really love yellow though. Singularity 6, please. Yellow.
Yellow. Yeah, that would be cool. Just to kind of balance things out, you know? I think a lot of people are just they're itching for more color combinations, and yellow would be one of them. Also kind of a dark green. It's like just give us a color wheel, Singularity 6. Just let's just, you know, let's not beat around the bush. Let's just give us like a whole color wheel.
I could not be trusted with the whole color wheel.
I'll tell you what, my next question is, you know, one thing I mentioned was a lot of your personality comes out in the way that you design, and you also, as you mentioned, have a list of things that just like you have to do in order to stay sane in Palia. But that's not the question that I'm going to ask. My question is, where do you get your inspiration from?
Oh, this is as close to my ideal dream home as I can get in Palia
Oh,
in
that's
like in
awesome.
real life. So I was like, I have free reign. No one can stop me. I cannot be contained.
That's awesome.
Three face emoji.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I think that's been a very beautiful thing of how people either they replicate a place that they used to live or used to visit, or they're literally crafting the home of their dreams. You know, just because maybe they can't, you know, like it's a dream house for sure. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool how you've just kind of you're like, this is where I want to live. So I guess my last question is going to be around your house again. It's been really fascinating to see how, in my opinion, I think I've mentioned how Paley itself is I don't really feel like Palia is a cozy game. It's trying to be a cozy game, but like when you go to somebody's house, that's where the coziness actually happens. Uh, if you were to in game be sitting down reading a book or just relaxing, for example, where would you find yourself just chilling in your house? Like where would you find like
My
yourself? Yeah.
in all honesty, um the game's mechanics has stopped me from doing this, but I would have made a little place out on the roof of the courtyard, filled with pillows. That's another thing I desperately want. Throw
Oh
pillows,
yes. Yes.
or like bean bags. I'm a cushion person, and I would really like some. And
That's
just
so
have a
cool.
place out on the roof in the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah, that is really cool. That's a really cool thing. I think, this is my opinion coming out here. I think they have furniture and we are always able to sit in the center of the furniture, like in a certain place with our hands on our legs, just kind of like we're, you know, in trouble at school. I think why can't we have pillows that we can place that do the exact same thing? We just sit on a pillow and then we can sit anywhere. We can have multiple people sitting on a couch. Like this needs to be a thing.
I'm also tucking my legs up person, and the chair I'm currently sitting in looks like it'd be perfect to do that too. So it is kind of like a taunting me.
Yes. Yes. Calf,
You
it's been
know,
a
push.
pleasure. Absolute
Yeah,
pleasure. Thank you for showcasing your house, and I want you all right now just give this video a big old thumbs up. Let me know in the comments like what was the most inspirational thing that you found, like how did Calf use wallpapers in a creative way that really stuck out to you. And don't forget earlier when I was mentioning you know, what are some things that just like you have to do in Palia to not go crazy. That is so fantastic. Thank you again, Calf,
yes.
and I will see
Yeah,
you off at
thank
the
you for
next
that.
one. Absolutely. It's my
Mm-hmm.
pleasure. All right.
All right.
Catch y'all in the next one. Bye bye.